I never intended to take a wife in the college. If you don't mind, we can treat this like a roommate arrangement. Tonight the bed is yours. I'll take that. Tomorrow you move to the guest room.
All right. He had thought of everything. It wasn't what I'd expected. My half-sister was afraid her boyfriend Jake would lose his mind over me, so she sold me to a dying man. Ryder Calloway.
Sure, Ryder's injury means he can't get hard, but at least you're spared the pain of having his children.
Ryder Calloway, Northgate University's undefeated ice hockey captain and the most feared name in the collegiate league, was carried off the ice in blood. The hit had come from behind, illegal, brutal. By the time they reached him, he'd lost consciousness. His mother Diana had already lost her husband years ago. Now she stood at the edge of losing her son. Someone on the family's legal team suggested an emergency contract marriage. If Ryder were married to a healthy young woman, legal stability and medical next of kin status could help the family manage his care and keep the estate in order. Claire accepted it for me. If I refused, she would pull out my scholarship funding and have me transferred to work as an off-campus cleaner. I knew she hadn't forgiven me for my history with Jake.
Please! I swear Jake and I are just friends! What good is a vow? Do you know how distracting your big boobs are?
Tears came without permission.
Walking around campus with that body, which man here wouldn't lose it the moment they laid eyes on you? It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust men.
Do you know who he is? A billionaire!
If my mother and Diana weren't old friends, you wouldn't even be considered.
Claire, I don't want to be anyone's emergency wife. Please don't admit.
Eva, are you insane?
Miss Claire, word from the Calumet house. Ryder has woken up.
Claire dragged me straight to the Calloway house. I followed her through the entrance hall to a closed door. Through the gap, I caught a shape on the bed. The low sound of difficult breathing. Diana stood near the window, eyes red. She took Claire's hands.
Claire, thank you for everything. He's pulled through. There's no need for the contract marriage. I won't ruin a girl's future over this.
Claire's eyes moved fast.
Mrs. Calloway, the arrangement should still go forward. Eva arrived the same day Ryder woke up. That has to mean something.
Diana hesitated. She looked at me. Before she could speak, the family physician stepped out of the room, her expression flat.
Ryder has regained consciousness, but the hit fractured his lower spine and struck deep into his inner flank, deep into his inner thigh. The nerve damage... He can't! He will not be able to get hard. Possibly ever.
Diana's knees gave.
Eva, knowing this, do you still want this? Of course she does. She's just a girl with no standing. She should be grateful.
I didn't speak right away. My mother had been a gifted doctor. I learned my mother's healing techniques from her notes. Maybe I could take care of Ryder. Perhaps it was better to be the wife of a dead person than to be bullied by my stepsister for the rest of my life. I straightened and stood in front of Diana.
Mrs. Calloway, I'm willing. I'll sign the agreement, care for Ryder, and be here as long as you need me.
Diana kept her word. She had a proper wedding outfit made. She treated it with full ceremony. On our wedding day, Claire said to me,
Even though Ryder can't perform, at least you're spared the pain of having his children. Don't worry. A man who can't perform there is probably exceptional everywhere else.
I told myself I was simply moving to a new house. Ryder was too weak to stand through the full wedding ceremony. I completed the signing beside his team jersey, the one hanging on the wall. Number 7. His number. Diana watched the whole thing with her eyes wet. When it was done, I was Ryder Calloway's wife, a wife of a billionaire ice hockey stars. His room was quiet when I pushed the door open. He was sitting up against the headboard, pale. He turned when I walked in. Up close, he was strikingly good-looking. Strong jaw, dark eyes that didn't waste any movement.
I never intended to take a wife in the college. If you don't mind, we can treat this like a roommate arrangement. Tonight the bed is yours. I'll take that. Tomorrow you move to the guest room.
All right.
He had thought of everything. It wasn't what I'd expected. Before the ceremony, an older staff member pressed a prawn book for me.